All right, well, let me know when you're ready, Mr.
Hold on. There
Mr.
we go.
Carney.
All right. It's recording over here whenever you guys are ready.
Ready?
I'm at the top, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, you talk.
You're good.
I opened the show up?
You open the show.
Oh, great. Here we go. All right. Well, I was confused. Edit this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, do I have to say the episode
Relax.
number?
Yeah.
Well, say who you are first. Introduce yourself.
Or episode 397. Welcome to Cigar as a Pocket. Okay, gotcha. Here we go. I thought this was all you.
We got to bring the energy. Bring the energy, John.
All right. I get it. I'm introducing myself. But
Yes.
Before we get started, Michael, how do we get the people their hands on show swag?
Ooh, we're going right out with that.
Wait, he didn't introduce himself
I
yet.
haven't done that yet.
He's still reading.
But Michael, because I thought this was you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Michael,
you're
how do
saying
we
that
get
to
their
him.
hands on show swag shirts.
What you want to do is you want to go on to chpod.com and check out our swag
did
and
we start?
apparel.
No.
What?
We didn't start.
What do you mean?
That
He
was, we
did-
didn't start.
He didn't say who
I
he
didn't know
was.
that
He
was.
didn't
All
do
right,
the
yeah.
intro.
So you go ahead.
Then you say that, and then I say, and this week we're gearing up for Big Espinosa event night here at the shop. I don't see any of your
we
words,
want you to
do I?
start with, hi, I'm John Carney. It's not on there.
Hi, I'm
And,
John
you know,
Carney from Bentley Cigars.
from Bentley Cigars, and I am a guest co-host today on Cigar Hustlers podcast.
Carney trending story. I got to pick up a trending story.
Yes, later.
Yeah.
Well, you're like halfway through the show now. Go to back of the
Mike's
beginning.
social media kit. So all the stuff I have on here is just me.
It's just
Yes,
you. I
it's
can't
just
see
None
it.
of yours. You can't see any of it.
I can't see any of that.
Perfect.
I can't see any
I
of it
thought
either.
this shit was you.
No.
All right. Now this makes a lot more sense. All right.
Okay.
I'm ready to go. Let me get the cigar lit up. We can light it up in a little bit.
You can light up when you're talking and stuff. You'll be fine.
All right.
Through conversation.
It makes more sense now. All right. So you ready to go?
Yep, whenever you're ready.
All right, go ahead.
Welcome to the Cigar Hustler Podcast, episode 397. I'm John Carney, guest co-host, reporting live here in Deltona, Florida. But before we get started, Michael, how do the people get their hands on show swag shirts?
John, that's an excellent question. I'm so glad that you asked me that. What they want to do is they want to go on to chpod.com and check out our latest swag. Right now we have the Cappuccino Assassinino and the BDP shirt available. If you buy one t-shirt, you can get the second one 40% off.
Awesome. I think I'm going to buy some of those. It was a good sales pitch. That's all I'm
He's
saying.
hooked. That's
Thank
one
you.
way.
So we got, this week we're gearing up. We got a big Espinosa event night here at the shop. Special guest Jack Tarano.
Yep.
Jack will be here.
Yay.
We got Richie Otero. It used to be called Richie Riot. He's Richie Otero now, I think, right?
He's very
Yeah.
professional.
And
now.
he's joining us Friday night.
We domesticated him, yeah.
Yep, join us Friday night. So that'll be exciting. I'm going to light this cigar up here
Okay.
because I've been first time co-hosting.
Yeah, this is nice.
Very excited.
You're going to be okay.
Oh, I'm
You just-
very excited.
all right.
I'm happy. I'm happy to know how organized this actually is behind the scenes.
Yeah. There's a lot of work.
Well, I'll tell you. Look, for me, I was like, man, how these guys pull this off? This is chaotic, and it's really not chaotic. So for those that watch it, there's a lot of work and time and effort that goes in this, and we're going to make this look as seamless as possible today.
Yep.
But I'm doing a lot of things other than just smoking here
That's
during
true.
the same time.
Yeah, you don't.
a lot goes on in that.
You
chair
no
over there.
longer get to just show up and be like the stud. We have
Yeah.
sucked you in.
Wow.
And now you are going to be reading the teleprompter, giving us the news, updating us on all the things that are going on in the cigar industry. It's all you today.
And I haven't pre-looked at it, so everything's a surprise to
Of
me
course.
in this moment.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the way I do it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't pre-read the stories here.
Before we get into any further, we should talk about what we're smoking real quick, right?
What we're smoking right now,
Yeah.
I am smoking, you can't see me here, I'm smoking the Bentley GT, the 770 Mammoth cigar.
Gargantuan.
That's coming out soon.
I know you like the big 770s, Mike.
It doesn't fit my mouth.
It was his first choice. I
Yeah, he's
mentioned
like-
5 other cigars. He says, I smoke that.
I'll take the biggest
I'll
one
take the
possible.
biggest one you have.
I am smoking the Hooten and Young Operation Neptune Spear, which is that was the Bin Laden yada yada.
That was the operation code name for the operation of the Osama bin Laden capture kill mission by the Navy SEALs. So that's the first Navy themed project that Hooten Young's had. So that's an exciting smoke. Honestly, it's one of my favorites. It's got a real rich dark wrapper on it.
Yeah, it does. It's pretty, and it's a pretty band and everything, man.
Yeah, it's really well done. Stories behind it are great. I'm smoking the same as Mike, the 7x70 Bentley GT Grand Toro.
You also like it big.
Well, it's coming out here soon in the next 60 days. We'll have it. We're doing a small run of it. And I had specifically 2 of them remaining from our trade show. And shockingly, they've been stored incredibly well. I've got renos going on at the house, so I grabbed these, and I'm like, these were in pristine condition.
Nice.
So, yeah, we're smoking the 770 today.
Perfect.
But speaking of the news, today's show, there's a lot of good news here. But the first one's kind of somber. The world mourns the loss of rock legend Ozzy Osbourne.
Yep. You're going to just kind of cover briefly about all of them before we kind of get into it. So go ahead.
Yeah, there's a comma there.
Yeah.
So we're going to hit that comma and pause a little bit. Florida teens also are taking stupidity to a new level. Who knew that was even possible? The door kick challenge.
Yes.
Never heard of that. And Ring camera users panic over suspicious logins. I'm a heavy Ring user. I'm very excited about this one. We're going to break it all down.
Yes. Excellent.
Plus, bonus here, cigar prices going up per usual.
Okay. They never go down.
They never go down. They haven't gone up in my world, but they're going up in the industry. We're going to tell you why that's happening. Ashton, Epic, and Nat Cicco are reacting to their new tariffs this week. And the EU is trying, the EU is trying to torch.
Oh, that's amazing.
Trying to torch the whole industry with a massive tax hike. So,
excellent.
So there's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
There's another one we got going on here. More news.
Yep.
We've got Bocock's new championship smokes.
Yeah.
We're going to talk those. Big change in Florida's wholesale rules. Kind of big change, not real at the same time. Excited to hear your views on that. And we play What's the Score with the Warfighter Night Shift and special cigar for our guest co-host, me.
That's you.
That's for you.
I think it's sitting over here.
So
no, it's not.
That's the Patreon.
That's the Patreon.
For the Patreon, we're going to be smoking the 601 Lancero, right? Maduro Lancero?
Yes.
Correct?
Correct.
And we're going to, after the show, we'll try and coax you into the Patreon as well.
There's so much here, and it's all happening right now.
Yes.
Here on episode 397 of the Cigar Hustler podcast.
All right.
Yay.
Let's get into it, buddy. Go ahead. Tell me about Ozzy.
So Ozzy Osbourne. We all know Ozzy Osbourne. By the way, social media today, crazy with Ozzy stuff. Not just crazy with Ozzy news, but suggesting you tag music with him. Mm-hmm. So I've had a couple posts today that I intentionally tagged with music to see if we got some more attention on that. But big thing, Ozzy Osbourne. So dies at age 76. Family says the legendary Black Sabbath singer was surrounded by love. Osbourne, who lived with Parkinson's disease, had recently performed a farewell show in the UK. Mm-hmm. Didn't see the show. If you didn't see it, incredible, super cool. Metallica, everybody was there. Rock star Ozzy Osbourne has died, according to multiple reports. It was with more sadness than mere words can convey that we have to report that our beloved Ozzy Osbourne has passed away this morning. His family has said in a statement to the press, signed by wife Sharon Osbourne and their children Kelly, Jack, Amy, as well as his son Louis from his prior marriage to Thelma Riley. He was with his family and surrounded by love. We ask everyone to respect our family and privacy at this time. The Black Sabbath rocker lived with Parkinson's disease. Earlier this month, Osbourne played what was dubbed his final bow from a throne at Villa Park in the UK. Mm-hmm. Osbourne announced he had previously diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, a progressive nervous system disorder, in January of 2020, a condition he later told Los Angeles Times that he'd lived with since 2003. I'm not dying from Parkinson's. I've been working with it most of my life, the singer told the newspaper. I've cheated death so many times. If tomorrow you read Ozzy Osbourne never woke up this morning, you wouldn't go, oh my God. You'd go, well, it finally caught up with him. Right. I think it did. Yeah. I think that's how everybody reacted. It was very sad, but not a wild shock. The guy had a rough couple of years, right?
For sure. I mean, so you kind of grew up with Ozzy, I would assume, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, have you gone to any of his concerts or anything growing up?
Went to 0 Ozzy Osbourne concerts. I did, however, just see Zakk Wylde, his guitarist. Yeah. He's the Pantera's guitarist, but I just saw him recently. But I never got to see Ozzy live, no.
Really? Oh. I saw him at one of the where he would play with a bunch of other bands with like Pantera and like POD and stuff like that. And the guy was amazing back then. And that was, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago, maybe longer. But man, this guy is 76 years old and he had to have himself strapped to this chair to perform in front of all of these people one last time. And you hear over and over again, like, oh, it's the farewell tour. This is the farewell tour. This is the farewell tour. This is legit the farewell tour, right? He was done. He couldn't do it anymore. Anybody else would have quit. You know what I'm saying?
I knew he was doing a concert.
Right.
I didn't know it was going to be the farewell until yesterday. And I was with a friend of mine, and he said, man, he just performed like 2 weeks ago in this crazy concert. It was like his farewell concert. He obviously kind of knew something was up.
Right.
But yeah, they had him strapped in. I mean, he was like in a child seat, like a car seat practically. But he performed. It was amazing. I mean, the music sounded great. Have you seen it?
I saw clips of it.
Yeah. It was quite fascinating, and it was. It was huge. There had to have been 100,000 people there. It looked like it. Massive stadium, but legendary. You had the reality show with him when we were in middle school and high school. Right at the end of the 80s, you had Iron Man, the Iron Man song. That was my entrance theme for middle school basketball. I remember when I was in 6th grade, the A team had the Iron Man song. I'm like, I can't wait to come out to Iron Man. That's going to be really cool. So yeah, just a generational figure.
The guy did the concert. 0 pain meds. Like, he wanted to feel it and be on point for his last concert at 76 years old. I mean, that's pretty incredible, man.
It's highly likely that's the first time he's ever been entirely sober during a concert, to be realistic with you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, fascinating stuff. Ozzy, true legend.
Yep.
76, he had a good run.
I just think that we all need to be a little more like Ozzy.
Less bad eating.
You know what? I'm okay with the bad eating. The guy was 100 miles an hour all the time, all the way up to the very end. I mean, that is impressive, dude.
It's interesting. He announced, I thought the interesting thing here in the article was the January 2020 was when he announced it. In looking back, if you watched the Osbourne's reality show, it's obvious that he had challenges with it, right?
100%.
So now you look back at that, and there was a lot of things. So it's really miraculous, all the things he did over the last 22 years. He was in his early 50s when this was going on.
Right.
And, real challenge to deal with it and truly impressive. And the farewell tour was awesome. It gave me a little bit of chills because it was now, too, after he passed away yesterday, watching it was like, man, what a moment to be part of it. They're showing people crying in the stands.
Right.
Now, the one thing I found interesting about it was there was young people that were obviously in their like 20s crying.
Right.
And maybe the culture of him maybe in the UK is even more different than here.
Right.
They didn't really get to see him in his prime for the most part,
No.
So it's sad seeing that play out. But I would be interested to see how and why and where that connection with that young crowd came.
Parents ingrained that, man.
Yeah.
Like, my cousin, she's diehard Ozzy, and I remember growing up how much she loved Ozzy Osbourne. And then when you see her kids now, they're all about it, right? So it makes sense, that he's passed generation to generations.
Yep.
So, all right, R.I.P. to the legend, man.
So, rest in peace, Ozzy. Now, on to something
A little more lighthearted?
much more lighthearted. We're in Florida man news.
Yes.
So we got Florida teens doing some dangerous stuff, per usual, right?
Uh-huh.
Florida teens' dangerous social media challenge has police warning parents and homeowners. Here's this one. Police in Florida issued a warning after a group of minors took part in the door kick challenge, a social media trend aimed at frightening homeowners.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
So the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office said in a Facebook post that 5 juvenile suspects were walking around a neighborhood in Riverview, Florida, Sarasota area, if anybody's interested. When 2 of them approached a house, officials said one of the individuals who was wearing a ski mask kicked the front door and fired an airsoft gun. Mm-hmm. The minors then fled the area. Deputies said the door kick challenge could turn into a dangerous situation and encouraged parents to talk to their children. The door kick challenge is a prank circulating on social media, and we're going to give you the hashtag for it. Hashtag Team HCSO is asking for parents to speak to their children about the dangerous trend and could end in a tragedy.
Yeah.
Definitely could end in a tragedy in Florida. The Hillsborough County Sheriff's had reported all of this stuff. They're telling people to be careful. the hashtag HCSO is Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. I thought we were giving the hashtag to the door
find
kick
the show.
challenge.
No.
We're going to
You want
really
to
hustle here.
participate? John just gave you the hashtag.
There you go.
All right, so
No, I got more.
That's okay.
I got more here.
He likes to do that.
The
All right.
video was released by Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, and they approached the doors, kicking the stuff in. It was all to get shares, essentially. So they want validation. The children are trying to get validation. They want attention. We're in Florida, man. They're going to get killed.
Yeah. Okay, so it's 2:00 in the morning. You're at home. You're in bed. And someone kicks open your door. What happens?
Buy house,
Yeah.
alarm goes off, and you get shot.
The alarm goes off. You get shot.
All the lights pop on. If you're a threat, you get shot.
Okay. And Palmer, what about you? 2 a.m. Boom.
The dogs go crazy. They chase them down the street.
Yeah. You have 75 animals, so.
Well, 2 now. One just died.
Yeah, but that one wasn't really a threat anyways.
I picked him up today.
You picked him up today.
I picked up his little urn.
Oh, it's gonna be a little. It's gonna be rough at the Palmer's house.
No, I already sent pictures. She's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. No, the 80-pound boxers chase you down the street, nipping and pulling at your legs.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Imagine your house.
Oh yeah. Forget it.
Yeah.
Like
They hear you yell "no bubbles." They're like, "It's fine."
before I have the opportunity to get to the gun, you get to meet the shepherd, right? Who doesn't really like anybody.
You're right. Doesn't like the UPS guy at the door.
Doesn't even like my kids sometimes.
Right. Somebody with a ski mask.
But loves mommy. So
Not to give this will play into. We got the ring coming up next, which plays into this.
Right.
But my house is automatically set up if the alarm goes off to turn on all the lights, outdoor and indoors. So I have spotlights, cameras all over. So everything activates, everything starts recording.
Right.
And I mean, it happens even when the alarm just goes off. I get up out of bed, Alexa turns everything on instantly, and everything's recording. And then I assess what's going on. 99.9% of the time, it's something completely irrelevant.
Right.
Occasionally, it'll be like an Amazon driver delivering at night, and you have it. But a door getting kicked in is a completely different situation.
Does that Amazon driver freak out when they drop that off on your porch at 3:00 in the morning? And
I freak out more by the Amazon driver.
I would imagine, yeah. But the
have
driver,
you ever had a package delivered that early in the morning?
Sure.
Yeah, all the time.
They light your house up like it's a SWAT team.
They come up
put
with a
their-
flashlight and stuff.
Yeah, well, they got their high beams on, which they trained them to do this, and they hit you with the high beams.
Yeah, because they don't want to get shot.
Yeah, so my whole house is lit up, and I think we're getting a SWAT team taken over, and it's just Amazon dropping off some batteries.
It's a 4 a.m. package.
Yeah,
Right, that you paid $2.99.
So the ring notification goes off for me if there's someone approaching the door, right? On the phones, and Bubbles hears that, and Bubbles will charges the door.
Oh, he's trained now. He knows the sound.
As soon as
on
he
the
hears
phone.
the sound, he's gone. So I can only imagine how some of those Amazon drivers feel in the morning when they're dropping something off in my house for sure.
Amazon after dark is got to be one of the sketchiest things to be a part of ever. I can't even imagine, because I assume anyone that comes to my house after the sun's gone down has nefarious plans. I don't care who it is.
They're up to no good.
Yeah, like, okay, what would you be doing at my house after dark? Why are you here?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a really challenging job, I think. And you can't see things. There's pets, Boco's bump in the night, and then you got these idiot kids, Florida kids. The new Florida man's Florida kids. What are they thinking down here?
Doors.
Yeah, this is such a good idea.
Like, hey, we're going to kick doors down in a state that's a stand your ground state with guns,
Right.
And
point
not
a,
political,
and
but
point
like,
a gun down the
and
foyer.
carry an airsoft gun, which is exact replicas essentially. And we're going to do it in a state where the politics, whether you agree or not, have said that the people can just shoot you if you're on your property,
Right.
and feel threatened without question. So,
Not a good idea.
insanity.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. You're
Imagine
doing
over in Polk County. Grady's over there telling people right now, pull them in the house
right.
after you shoot them.
Pull them in the house. Well, John, I got to tell you, you've done 2 news articles so far, and you're doing outstanding.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you. There was some good information here. The Hillsborough County Sheriffs, and we'll move on to the next here, but they were the main concern is them getting killed.
right, of course,
here
you
in
don't want
Florida.
kids.
Certainly.
Because we've all done dumb shit when we were younger, right? I've never kicked open a door of a person's home. I've done other really despicable things that I won't speak of on this
Yeah, the
podcast.
ding dong ditch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and some of it's been a little bit more elaborate than that, but in general, I would never ever kick open someone's door. I would know that I'd get shot.
Yeah.
You know, So
the last statement in this article from the sheriff, which was great, was what's going to happen is you're going to have another national headline, and it's going to be very, very sad. So they already know how this plays out. So don't kick the doors.
Right.
Don't kick them in. If you're going to do it, don't bring the airsoft gun. Just don't do it at all. People are going to shoot you in this state, and they have the right to do it.
Yeah. I mean, be a kid, do dumb shit, but don't do dumb shit that could
dangerous dumb shit
cause you to die.
Right.
Or someone else to die.
You don't want your obituary died because of the door kick challenge.
Right.
So, anyway, this one's close to home for me. I'm a huge enthusiast of Ring. I've got probably, I don't know, how many Ring devices do you have?
No, just like one.
One? I have like 100.
Really?
27 of them are cameras.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah. When you're on my property, I know it. If you're on my neighbor's property, I know it because I've taken over my neighbor's surveillance. They contracted me to surveil their house. So Ring responds.
Surveillance.
You have a special room in your house just for this
surveillance. I do have one actually. Yes. Ring responds after users report suspicious logins on May 28th. Very specific date. The Amazon Ring security company has addressed widespread user concerns about potential unauthorized access to accounts after viral TikTok videos sparked panic among customers who discovered suspicious login activity dated on that May 28th, 2025. The controversy began when Ring users took to TikTok to share screenshots showing multiple unrecognized devices apparently accessing their accounts on the same date. Some users reported seeing as many as 17 unknown devices added to their accounts on May 28th, with device names appearing as device name not found in the Ring Control Center. The reports quickly went viral on TikTok, with users encouraging the reports to be taken care of. So TikTok was spreading some good today, it seemed like, on May 28th. Ring explained that the backend update had caused past login dates to appear incorrectly as May 28th, sure it did, and caused device names to display as a device not found. They emphasized that the issue was purely visual and did not have any impact on security. So erroneous login dates just randomly appearing.
Okay.
Sketchy.
So you're obviously a big Ring guy.
Huge.
Does this change how you feel about Ring at all?
No. For me, I don't concern myself on a personal basis with people getting into, if somebody wants to watch what I'm doing in my house, I don't really want it.
Right.
But I know that's possible.
You got a bedroom camera?
No bedroom cameras.
Nothing over the bed?
No bedrooms and no bedroom cameras.
We're not connected to the system.
I mean,
you're not reviewing performance later?
There's no bedroom cameras.
75 cameras, not one in the master bedroom?
Not one in the master bedroom. None in the bathrooms.
All right.
I have capability.
Nothing in the toilets?
They're watching the potatoes. Mike.
Nope. I have capability of having cameras in every single room. I have them closed and shut off and deactivated, and I have them covered so you can't access them. But I don't have a major concern of somebody watching me.
Right.
I wouldn't really want it. If I knew it, I would stop it. But if somebody was watching me, I'm not doing anything that I'd be concerned. I'm not doing anything nefarious.
Right.
My main concern for having this Ring is so I can watch what's going on. So I have it for that purpose, and I also have some fail safes. You can buy some other technologies that track outside devices coming in.
Oh, really?
But yes, so like mesh networks, you have a mesh Wi-Fi network. So I have some of those connected, so I can monitor what's coming in and out. So if something's new from the outside, in theory, it should give you information. So I think we're pretty safe. I'd say we're probably 90% safe. I know there's people watching because I pay Ring if there is an alarm that goes off to physically have somebody watch it.
Right.
So they go on and look, and they can approach and talk to somebody through it if they need to. But this is obviously not just a glitch, in my opinion. I mean, absolutely 100% people can do this, because if they didn't, they wouldn't have businesses that are making money or them making money on selling things that protect you on another level, right?
For sure. For sure. Palmer, does this change anything for you as far as you have a couple Ring devices?
We've got 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4. No, I didn't.
You okay? Dates are wrong, whatever.
They can look at my front door and back door. And
a little bit of hacking.
Door.
I mean, they're going to see John Carney in his bathrobe, for sure.
Well, the thing is, they say...
I've seen you in the bathrobe.
I don't wear it anymore.
You've let it go?
I don't wear it at the house.
Oh, you let it go.
I have let it go. I have retired it.
Okay.
Too hot.
There's stories about them hacking, and then they talk to your children through the cameras.
Yeah.
That's the scary part. I mean, I don't care if they watch me walk around my underwear.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's no kids in my house.
And it's always...
in John's case, though.
Yeah, and it's always like some racial slur or something anti-Semitic or something
Right.
That's
Or,
sad.
come meet me at the park later when
Right.
your parents go to sleep.
Yeah.
That's pretty creepy.
Well, that's what it was in the movie I saw.
So Ring, the likelihood of a Ring being hacked is much harder in terms of somebody getting into it from your house. They would have to be kind of on your network. Not on your network. Ring's not as difficult to get in. Somebody could hack it. The ones that you hear that people are hacking more are ones that are on your network at your house they would have to physically be on there. So you get like Wi-Fi connector, somebody you can connect from like your neighbor's house.
Right.
And then you'd have like a outlet camera and you could say somebody's voices on it, or you could get the signals that they have could get crisscrossed and whatnot, and you can hear things on those types of stuff. So here's the thing for me. We've already crossed that threshold of surveillance.
Right.
They're there, whoever they are. If somebody wanted to, they could use all these things in real negative ways. So you just hope, in my opinion, that they're as safe as possible and that there's not being used in negative ways. And in reality, too, for me, I'm just not doing illegal things at my house. So I don't have too much concern, but I'll tell you, I do check. I go on, I check, and there's a lot of the time that there are devices that are like unidentified device, and I'll just plug it into Chat GPT and have it tell me what it most likely would be.
Right.
And a lot of the time it comes back and tells me what it is, and it was like my wife had a Wi-Fi calculator for her work, and that was connected. So I was like, all right, so I just removed certain things. But it is worth going in and checking. This is a big deal. Hopefully it's a wake up for people that they monitor what they're doing and are being careful.
All right. Excellent. Okay, go ahead. Hit us with the, how you doing?
We're good. We got
So
a
good.
trending story.
Okay.
And I think this is going to be a hot one. This is going to be cigar related.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it John Carney's trending story?
Well, it's going to play into what we're talking about with some price increases coming up next.
Yeah.
So trending story here. I just read on Cigar Aficionado that cigar imports, all right, are up over 6% currently right now in the second quarter of the year.
Really?
Through April, right? So we're already past this, so they get reports a month or so after. And it was up over 7% for the first quarter of the year. So we're upper end of single digits,
Right.
where really I think that the industry felt there was probably going to be a flat year. Since we just ended, all the conversation I had with people were 5 years of, had a great 5-year run. We got to level off somewhere.
Right.
I'm interested in what your thoughts might be on that, because for me, I think that's a big deal. I was told this year was going to be flat. I go to retailers. They tell me that they're not sure what's going on. Obviously, a little bit has to do with an election cycle. But 7% is not a baby number of growth. 6% is not a baby number of growth for a small industry like ours.
As far as importation.
We were 1.5% to 2% growth maximum when I got in the industry about 16 years ago. So for me, that's a super trending story of where we at. Why is that happening?
Okay. Do you think that it's because that growth is continuing to grow in the U.S., or do you think that maybe some of these bigger companies are concerned about the August 1st deadline and tariffs actually jumping up another 10% on average, especially in Nicaragua?
I think it's a combination of what you said with the tariffs. And I also think it's a combination of people getting ahead and the decision makers getting ahead in terms of purchasing. I think a lot of people during the last 5 years played from behind and they made good money. And I think the trend in the business is to try to play from ahead. If you're a newer company or you're an existing large company, what's the most damaging thing for you to have? Not have cigars when you need them.
Right.
And I've heard companies mention, publicly where, hey, we have more cigars right now than we can sell. And that's a good position, so we'll have them. So I think there's a combination. One, tariffs. We didn't know about tariffs in January, real numbers. And I'll tell you one thing the cigar business doesn't do proactive very well. They do reactive. Okay.
Right.
So they weren't planning in that first quarter of the year to ship all these cigars in. So I think there was some consumption growth. I think a little bit of what you saw in the second quarter, what we're seeing right now with the reports from April, is the tariffs. But I think a lot of it is just people getting ahead. I think there's a lot of cigars. I think there's these factories are making a lot of products, and I think people are buying them and creating and trying to get them in. I know I plan further ahead than I would have probably in the past. If I'm where I'm at right now for buying more cigars. So I don't want to run out. It's the kiss of death.
Right. I think that Q1 was more on an uptick for the anticipation of PCA. This is the second year that the cigar convention had occurred early on in the year. The first time it happened, you weren't prepared. You couldn't prepare. So you had a lot of releases that came out that didn't really release until later on in the year. Whereas this year, people wanted to be ahead of that. Mm-hmm. So I think that would have boosted your numbers. And I think that going into Q2, if those numbers are true, then I would think that they're just trying to get ahead of the tariffs as well. Do I think the economy is in absolute peril? No, but I do think that two things are going to happen at the tail end of this year. One is smaller brands are going to disappear quickly because they're not going to be able to compete against manufacturers that can produce and dictate their own pricing and tariffs. And two is I think that some people are pulling back as far as consuming. And the one of the biggest industries that will feel that will be the cigar industry.
It's certainly going on in the whiskey business and alcohol business right now. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I'm involved in that also. And people are drinking less alcohol.
It's getting out of trend. Nobody wants to be like their parents.
No. And the non-alcohol game's growing. You can see it everywhere you go now. There's non-alcoholic beers everywhere you go. Cigars, I think, have...
Non-alcoholic cigars.
Non-alcoholic cigars. But I think cigars are a very different product. And I think the industry as a whole... not narrowing it down. We've done a pretty good job as an industry differentiating premium cigars, and I think premium cigars have a good image around them, or a better image around them than they used to have if people understand them more. So I still think we're going to have some strong business, but I'm with you. The PCA thing's a great thing for the first quarter of the year because that second quarter report still lies right into PCA, right?
Right.
Q3, Q4 are going to be a great sign of where the industry's at.
Right.
But I do think that the industry has not slowed down as much as it was anticipated. I don't think we're going to have a big retraction. I think the year will be flat to up a few percentage points.
If you look at some retailers are doing well. But if you look at a lot of retailers that aren't good at what they do, their numbers are down, without question. Mm-hmm. Without question.
So that's my trending story.
Okay.
Trends, we're going to watch it and see what happens with it.
Okay.
On the same note, we've got now the amazing world of cigar news.
Yes.
Wow, I love this. Ashton increases prices due to tariffs. Ashton increasing prices due to tariffs.
Yes.
Effective Monday, July 21st, the prices of Ashton cigars will be increased due to tariffs. Due to the United States government's newly imposed tariffs on imported goods, we are implementing a modest price increase, at least it's modest, on Ashton, La Roma de Cuba, San Cristobal cigars, as well on Ashton pipe tobaccos.
Okay.
Interesting,
Yeah.
said Satya Levine, President and CEO of Ashton Distributors, in a letter to our retail partners. In the spirit of fostering a healthy ecosystem built on brick-and-mortar wellness, we have decided to absorb the lion's share of the cost burden resulting from new tariffs. The company's price increases vary by product. Ashton branded cigars 4.5% increase, which the company says is an average increase of 75 cents to the MSRPs. La Roma de Cuba and San Cristobal, 3%, 30 cents to the MSRPs. And Premium House Selection, no increase. And Savoy Humidors and Accessories, no increase. No info on the price increase on pipe tobacco. Obviously, that's not relevant for the large part of this market.
Right.
So they're taking the lion's share, apparently, but we got a 75 cent increase on MSRP and a 4.5% increase on wholesale cost, I would assume, correct?
Yeah, so if you think that, I mean, if the argument is that 5% is your wholesale raise cost, which I don't necessarily believe, as far as the total 10%, it doesn't sound like they're taking on the lion's share, does it?
That doesn't say it to me.
No.
This is not a knock on them. This is
for me. It's totally a knock on them.
Yeah,
but
but
not for you.
This is a knock on everybody.
Right.
This is a knock on any price increase.
Yeah.
For this tariff related, specifically them because this is the story.
Right.
4.5% price increase on a wholesale price is more than what the 10% tariff would be from the Dominican Republic.
Right.
Or from Nicaragua. Now, Nicaragua might go to 19%, so there may be a little bit of anticipating here.
Right.
But this was Ashton branded cigars. This is all Dominican Republic.
Right.
And their partners.
Well, they talked about La Roma de Cuba and San Cristobal as well.
They did. That's 3%, which is less shocking because that comes out of Nicaragua.
Right.
And it's potentially higher. 30 cents to MSRP. So that seems like there might be a little bit more absorption there. But 4.5% out of their bread and butter products that are coming out of the Dominican Republic where they're partner who produces those cigars, Fuente, has them. The highest price points coming out of, in theory, their most leveraged price point, correct?
Right. And then not to mention, but the tariff raises the price, and then the retailer keystones the entire price.
I think the key focus here is how much money they're making on premium house selection. A 10% tariff had no impact on their profit. Like, it was almost non-existent, right? Like, oh, hey, the 10% on that doesn't mean anything. No, anything, I've said anything that's 3 or 4% or above is in excess of what the tariff actually is. Unless you're a true private label and have zero relationships with these manufacturing partners that you have.
Right.
The biggest price that I've looked at in terms of an increase on my end on the insider, the biggest increase on a tariff for me that I saw was like 25 cents.
Yeah.
On something. That's the biggest that I've seen so far.
We got the full whack.
Yeah.
We got the full hit.
Yeah.
We had $100,000 worth of product come in. We paid $10K on the tariff.
Yeah. Oh, so you paid essentially on the dollar value of what it was. Interesting.
Yeah. It's definitely more difficult for brand owners than it is for manufacturers. 100%. But you are right. You are correct that there are ways to kind of work around that. So, and you would assume that Ashton has a really good relationship with Fuente as well as Pepin, where those things could potentially be modified. But who knows? Yeah,
I'll tell you, the one thing the premium cigar industry has done well is they've always done really well with making money off price increases.
We're the best at it.
Yes. Like when I mean price increase, I don't mean on the wholesale, but like
TTB,
something's going to cause a price increase for me to do business.
Right.
We're excellent at nickel and diming and being like rounding up.
Right.
Rounding to the right number. Well, it's 2%, but let's make it 4 just to make it a round number.
So the math is easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be so much better at $17.95 than it is at $17.60.
Yeah, it looks better. So the industry's always done a great job of that. And I've had discussions with people before, big names in the business where they've been like, hey, this association I'm a part of raised my dues.
Right.
I'm like, how much did they raise it? Like $2,000. But I'm like, you make a special cigar for them every year, right? And he goes, yes. And I go, how many cigars did you make last year? He goes, 10,000. I go, how about you raise your price of your cigar by 25 cents?
Right.
I go, then you'll pay the extra 2,000 and you'll make an extra $3,000.
Right.
And he was like, well, I never looked at it that way.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's how everybody else is looking at it. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I'm like, let them raise your dues.
Right.
Okay, so my dues went up for PCA. Say it goes up $10,000.
Right.
Guess what? Every cigar I sold at PCA is going to be, I'm going to sell, 50,000 cigars. Every single one of them is going to be 10 cents more.
Right.
Nobody will notice the difference. You make freaking $5,000. You pay for the whole thing. This industry is notorious on it, and prices never come down. And I'm surprised by the people in the business that have said, if these tariffs go away, we're just going to leave the prices where it's at.
Of course.
Now, I think Skip Martin talked about it, and Steve Saka did explain why very well, other than just saying, hey, we're not going to do it.
Right.
Because I think saying, hey, we're not going to do it makes sense. That doesn't make as much sense, just ignoring it. But both of them brought up, we're not going to bring it down because I'm going to have people, how much of a headache is it going to be for people to have cigars at this price, the cigars at this price?
Yeah.
Now I'm saying it's priced here. It's very, very confusing.
Oh, and you piss off a whole bunch of retailers. Like, wait a second, because I bought this before, and now, and I'm retailing it at $13, now it's $12. Like, I still paid more into that product when I received it.
Well, and then the byproduct is, what about the retailer that doesn't adjust it because they're going to get it, or you don't, whatever happens, then that makes you look bad as a manufacturer at the same time that you can't control what your pricing's at. So you're going to make a conscious decision. I don't think that's as big of a deal, but I definitely, the key point here was the absorption of the lion's share. Why do they put lion's share in it too? Like, come on.
And when we say we're absorbing it, what we're really trying to say is that's not going to happen. Yeah, allegedly.
I don't think lion's share is an actual unit of measurement.
Carry the one is lion's share.
Yeah, exactly. So there we go with that. That's the news on that price increase for the Ashton. We ripped that one up.
Yep.
Epic and Nat Cicco to raise prices due to tariffs. So here we go. We got Epic and Nat Cicco.
Hold on just a second, John. Do you want to say a name, Michael?
Oh, yes. Thank you, Mr. Palmer. I totally forgot about that. The first name will be Joshua Howard. Congratulations, Joshua. Okay.
Back to you, John.
Is there a thing called Mike's Social Media Minute?
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah, okay, cool.
There is.
I'm interested to see what that is.
Okay.
Yeah, in the future here.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
This one is sad.
Nat Cicco, Epic, both are part of Xander Gregg portfolio. We'll see their prices go up August 1st. That's next week in response to the tariffs being charged on imported products put into place by the Trump administration. The wholesale price on all of both brands' offerings will go up by 10%. According to an announcement by the company on Tuesday, a representative from the company told Half Wheel that it had tried to hold off on implementing them for as long as they could.
When it says Half Wheel, say Cigar Hustler Podcast.
No, we usually say Half Wheel. It's fine. We get all our news from Half Wheel.
It's a great news source, man. They're actual journalists.
Yeah.
They do. They're not hobbyists.
Right.
You're quoting a primary source for the most part.
Right.
They may quote the primary source wrong, but they are a primary source.
Right.
10%.
Yep.
10%.
10% increase.
Epic and Nat Cicco.
Well, here and again, they don't own the factories. At least I don't think so, right?
I don't think Epic does.
And I don't know what their relationships are. It's easy for me to say with what I do in the industry that, hey, I'm paying whatever I'm paying, right? I don't know how their projects work. I don't know if they buy the cigars and with the bands. I don't know if it's a one-stop shop.
Right.
I know that I buy cigars.
Right.
And we blend cigars with them.
Right.
And I pay for the cigars. So I don't have anything else that I have to pay on it other than to the cigar costs that I pay for, right?
Right.
So I don't know what these guys' arrangements are. With a 10% price increase, I know what their arrangement is. Their place is a one-stop shop.
Right.
And they pay the whole price, and it comes in their 10%.
Right. So realistically, they're probably anticipating that 19% increase to happen.
Yep.
And for it to not go away.
Yep.
Which I think is realistic. I think that come August 1st, you're at 19 points on the tariff from Nicaragua, and it's not going away.
I don't see why it would go away. There's no real negotiating point that makes a big difference. For them, they don't have any leverage. There's not anything you're going to negotiate on. You have Nicaraguan rum and you have Nicaraguan cigars. Ultimately, at the end of the day, the big Nicaraguan companies can handle the price increase with it on their end, on the MSRP. Nobody's ever stopped smoking Padron because it went from $16 for a 64 Torpedo 10 years ago to $23.
Right.
So they're with that. But Epic's Dominican, no?
That's a good point.
I'm pretty sure he's Dominican.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got some cigars in Nicaragua. I'm not super familiar with all of the background of his company.
Me
Great
neither.
guy. But 10%. And a representative from the company told us. I wonder if it was an appointed representative or somebody was just saying it. But 10%, I think, it's the easy way around, right? It's the easy way. You're going to get a 10% tariff. Let's just do 10%. We don't have to deal with it.
Right.
Maybe they don't have a big accounting. Maybe they don't pay an accountant. Who knows? So 10% it's going to be par for the course. You're going to see 5 to 10% on these types of things, in my opinion, just because it's easy.
Yep. Absolutely.
Epic is Dominican.
Epic is solely Dominican. So, yeah, that's even a bigger question mark there.
I'll tell you, this 770, all right? The tariff on this baby. Just you wait.
Go ahead and wipe your shirt too. Like
Yeah,
I always ash on myself, and no one tells me about it. So.
I think you're probably going to need a new mic here.
That's
this is
fine.
my first time doing it. There's 2 mics, but you're going to need another one. I think I've melted a hole in this.
You're doing a great. Actually, I think that hole was already in existence.
Yeah, we have one that already has a hole.
I just thought it was from the fire I've been spitting out of my mouth. It's just
it's been
coming perfect.
Right.
So let's move on to the EU.
The EU,
European Union.
The EU.
They formally have unveiled massive proposed tax increase for tobacco products. What's new there? On Wednesday, July 16th, in celebration of 250 years of independence by their former people, they're doing some unveiled, long-talked proposals that would set minimum tackle rates in the 27 member states of the EU. Included is a new minimum tax rate for the cigars that is 1,092% more than the current floor price.
Wow.
Okay. The rates in the formal proposal are the same as the numbers that were leaked last month. So the numbers that were leaked are real, increasing the minimum cigars/cigarillo tax from €12 per kilogram to €143 per kilogram, or 1,000 units.
That's insane.
There's a ton of numbers here that I can talk on. I think it's too much. Nicotine pouches, they got some taxes coming. The EU, you've got a lot of things going on. Now, that's €143 per thousand, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
12 per thousand seems like a pretty low number, right?
Right.
I don't know. So that's
well, in comparison.
So it's 100% increase more.
Yeah.
I mean, 1, 2, 3. It's more than that's 1,000% increase, right? What we said.
Yeah.
But 1,000% increase on like a penny is like small. So
Right.
I don't know. I don't know if this is going to destroy anything. It seems here we got vape. Vape liquid is 36 cents per milliliter. So that's going up.
What do you think, Palmer? Do you think that it sounds like an overreach in regulation?
Yes.
That's it? That's all you got? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they can obviously do whatever they want, but as he reads the story, there are some countries that are dropping out over this.
Yeah, so that's where we're at. All 27 member countries of the EU are required to have their own tax rates at minimum rates, but many countries have higher rates already. Because some already have these higher rates, the European Cigar Manufacturers Association estimates that roughly half of the member countries would not need to adjust their tax rates at all to comply with these new directives. However, if passed, it would cause Hungary, Luxembourg, Malta, Spain, which is one of the major hubs for Cuban tobacco,
right,
and Slovenia to have to increase their taxes in substantial ways. Spain, as I said, is a key market for cigars. Notably, it is the second largest seller of Cuban cigars in the world. No doubt it's part because of its lower taxes. So currently, Spain's tax rate for cigars is 15.8%. It's not bad at all.
Right.
Of the retail price, or a minimum of €47 per thousand units. So in the case of tobacco excise duty on resources, that would mean that the member country would be required to give the EU 15% of its collected tobacco tax revenue. If both measures were to go into effect, that would mean that the new minimum tax would be $1.43 per kilogram. However, the member country would only receive 85%. The other 15% would go to the EU.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why that was
very
strange.
worrying.
The tax increase goes to the EU.
Right. Mm-hmm. The EU.
Right.
Yeah.
European.
EU.
I like you.
And allegedly it goes against every commitment the EU executives have made recently regarding reducing the regulatory burdens for SMEs and mid-caps, which are companies that largely dominating the cigar segment. It's opposed to other products manufactured by big tobacco. And there's an update when we just got an update in actually while we were doing this.
Yeah.
Sweden.
This just in.
Palmer reporting live from Sweden. We have
Yumpen Yemeni. The taxes.
Wow. Breaking news from Sweden. I'm going to cry. Sweden has become one of the first of what will likely be many countries to oppose the 15% EU funding proposal. Spokes was heard saying, I don't even hear what he's saying.
This be too
much. That's what I said.
What is it?
It's coming in live.
What does it say? What is it?
Spokes, the gentleman, Mr. Spokes,
Yeah.
was heard saying, "Umping Yimmy, this be too much."
Too much.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you for the live report, Mr. Spokes.
Right now, back to you in the studio, John. It's in Europe where they keep trying to do the tobacco-free generation.
Correct.
So
yeah, a lot of that.
Probably.
But, I mean, it's happening in Massachusetts too. They're always
Yeah.
trying to run that there as well.
So, close to home for me, my business partners are cigarillo manufacturers in Germany, so they're in there. So it'll be interesting to see what their discussions are on it. The unique thing I'll tell you in Germany is they have a set retail price. So you determine what the retail price, and that's what it has to be sold for.
Right.
Websites, you name it. So they actually have some benefits, like a little cigarillo over there. That one of the ones they make, one of their. I think you might have had the chance to try one. Mm-hmm. That sells for like $1.50, like €150 over there. If we were to be here in the United States, it would sell for like $4 US dollars. So it's 3 or 4 times more. So I'd be interested to see how this impacts it, and then how price conscious and how price sensitive those things are. But it'll be interesting to talk and see how that goes in effect. But I think there is something. I didn't see it in the news story. Maybe Mr. Spokes can report back for us. But I think there's a certain number of the countries. It might need to be unanimous for those EU countries for this to pass. So I don't know where this is going, but it's supposedly going into effect on August 1st.
That's pretty intense. Okay. Is that it for the news articles?
No. The news is long today, my
You got
friend.
another one?
Bocock Brothers.
Oh, yes.
Releasing new LSU University of Florida Championship cigars.
Okay.
There are 2 new cigars in the Bocock Brothers Premium Cigar Series of collegiate licensed cigars, both celebrating recent NCAA championships. I think it's supposed to be pronounced NCAA according to the NCAA, so I will say NCAA to annoy them.
Okay.
The first cigar commemorates the University of Florida's men's basketball title. I didn't even realize they won it.
Me neither.
I've not paid attention to
When did they win it?
Last year, apparently.
What are you looking at me for? I don't know sports.
This year.
This
March
year?
Madness.
Yeah.
2025. Yeah.
LSU.
Yeah. Women's basketball, man. I paid
women's
attention-
basketball.
No, this was, it said men's.
Okay.
Women's basketball is all I've really paid attention to other than the Celtics.
Really?
Yeah, man. The Caitlin Clark effect. I love the WNBA right now. It's hot, man.
You're dialed in, huh?
Super dialed in.
All the
Paige
dunking.
Beckers is great. She won a championship last year.
You love all the dunking?
Oh, it's great. Layups, it's epic. The me bounce. The me bounce. So the Florida Gators men's basketball championship cigar, Palmer, is 6x52 Bellicoso, Mexican San Andreas wrapper over Nika Blender, Binder. And fillers from Honduras and Nika. MSRP of $18.
Wait, he's reading what's the score?
Huh?
Oh, no,
he's
sorry.
not. He's still doing
He's still
Bocock.
doing Bocock. Sorry.
Hey,
Go ahead.
Palmer, you let me do the news, okay?
Yeah, sorry.
All
Sorry.
right. Sold in boxes of 20. Bocock Brothers says it is limited, though it declined to say how many boxes have been made. They'll make as many as they can sell. The Florida Gators men's basketball championship is a cigar already on sale and will be offered for sale directly to consumers
Didn't they win? I thought they won.
by Bocock.
Who won?
The Gators.
They did win.
They did win. They're making a Gator cigar,
Championship
too.
cigars for the Gators.
Okay, but how did the LSU get involved?
They made the LSU one last year.
Got
Yes.
it.
So later this month, the company will release another LSU licensed cigar, the LSU Championship Commemorative Baseball Box.
Okay.
Celebrates the school's recent men's baseball title. Uses Mexican San Andreas wrapper again, Honduran binder, and fillers from Honduras and Nika.
Okay.
Aren't they the guys that love the San Andreas wrapper?
Yes.
Everybody loves San
Now it is-
Andreas
now
right
it's
now. It's a
time.
good wrapper right now, and the cost is good.
Well, it's probably the most that's available as far as
Readily available?
Yeah, consistent.
The new LSU branded cigars, guys, here are scheduled to be released on July 28th. Last year, Bocock launched its first collegiate licensed cigars, starting with the LSU branded cigars. This is the second time the cigars will have an LSU brand. And the company says both cigars are made at an undisclosed factory in Honduras. Sketchy.
So you excited about the Bocock? You're a big Gator guy?
No.
You're not a big Gator guy.
I'm excited of the concept of these. These are all being made possible because of the NIL rules.
Right.
So you can have projects like this. So it's been a big success for them.
Yeah, I'm
You know,
sure.
it's something that's on my radar. It doesn't mean other people couldn't do this. So I've had talks on different things. So yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it's a great ability to be able to do something like this.
Okay, so if you could make a cigar for any college, what college would you want to work with?
One of the strongest brands in college football is Alabama.
Right. You know what? I probably could have guessed that with
Yeah,
you.
so it's one of the strongest brands. And why it's so strong is because it's so protected.
Right.
They're not letting anybody use the Alabama A. I promise you that. You won't see that on any cigars. But there's ways to do it. So I think ultimately Alabama would probably be the best to work with. Texas would be huge.
Well, Alabama, Tennessee has a cigar game every year.
They do. And I know there's some people working on some projects for Alabama-style cigars. Similar type of thing like this. But the colleges that are the biggest have the most protected. So LSU's great, but it's a really strong brand. It's not Alabama. It's not Texas.
Right.
So Alabama or Texas would be
Harvard?
probably be challenging. Yeah, probably be challenging. Alabama and Texas, you're 1 and 2 in my opinion. In
Yale?
terms of branding.
What about Yale?
Yale, potentially. You could have the Ivy League series, which I think would not do bad at all.
Right.
But I think there is a company called Ivy League Cigars, right?
I have no idea.
Palmer, go to the books.
What was the question?
Is there
Is there a company called Ivy League Cigars?
Gotcha. Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm not excited about the cigars.
Right.
I'm excited about the concept and the marketing behind it. And
Right.
That's a big deal for me. I don't get caught up on things that are, hey, this is marketing. Yeah, 100% it absolutely is. Is a cigar probably going to be good or okay? Yeah, absolutely. It's got to be.
Right.
But I'm not excited. I'm not excited to smoke it.
Right.
By any means. I'm excited to see it.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not going to be buying any of them by any means.
There is a Facebook group called Ivy League Cigars. Community dedicated to bringing the young and old cigar smokers together through one unique brand.
Are you excited about them? I mean, you're in the retail side. Is this something that resonates with your clientele?
I actually had one person ask about it,
Yeah,
but
right.
That's it. That's the extent of it.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think it also matters what the championship's for. The first LSU branded cigar they did was really focused around, it was really heavily on football. I think the baseball series from LSU is going to have a lot less push than the football one. I mean, football's still king in college.
right.
By far, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm excited to see what other concepts they do, and they're really opening the door for this being a concept for really, honestly, if you're trying to do this, I'll give you some advice right now. Copy what they're doing.
Right.
Go to these people, go to these schools. They have NIL lawyers. They'll work with you. You can do it. It's not hard to do it. The hard part is barrier to getting in. You got to have some sort of connection. You can't just do it.
Right.
These guys got some serious pull, and they had a lot of success with the LSU one, so it wasn't hard for them to duplicate that in a few different schools.
Right. Okay. All right. Are we about to move into the half wheel?
No,
We got more
Florida
news?
drops wholesale permit.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, there's one or
Yeah,
two more
last
stories.
month, Florida Department of Business Professional Regulation made a change, discontinuing its cigar wholesale permit. Going forward, companies engaged in selling cigars to licensed alcohol or tobacco retailers do not have to have a permit to do so. The permit was free. Anyway, you didn't have to pay for it. You just registered. But all businesses currently operating under this permit are not required to renew and maintain this permit going forward.
Right.
I have no idea what that means.
Right.
Because you didn't pay for it. It didn't really do anything. You had this permit, I'm assuming.
I do.
How does your life change?
No, it doesn't. The real question for me is, do I still have to report $0 every single quarter on my sales tax on the wholesale? Because that's the more tedious and irrelevant thing that we have to do on a quarterly basis. How much did you sell? Here's how much we sold in the state of Florida. How much of that was, through other people that have a sales tax certificate? All of it. So how much sales tax did you collect? 0. Right? Mm-hmm. I'm more intrigued to see if that goes away because it doesn't make much sense to report.
Yeah, I didn't cost anything.
Right.
Really wasn't anything that, even if you were wholesaling, I guess you were just reporting it that there was sales and you didn't have to pay anything on it, right?
Right.
So I guess this is just a sign of getting rid of things that don't need to be there, right?
Yeah. I mean, like Tennessee is similar. They don't have one, Do you have a wholesale license? No, we don't have one. Like, okay. So it's interesting to see certain states are going in one direction and other states are going in a complete opposite direction.
I think it's a better sign of what the mentality is. Hey, let's get rid of things you don't necessarily need.
Right.
And then maybe eventually they get rid of something that actually benefits us and has an impact.
Right.
But to end the news segment here, because I tend to go on shows, and now that I'm a co-host, I get to talk a lot.
Yeah.
So they asked me to do the news for anybody that's talking here, and they gave me about 100 news stories.
No, we didn't. He just took over. He just grabbed the mic.
Snatched that thing right out of
I
my
thought
hand.
we talked earlier when you asked me if I was fine with talking a lot, and I said, yeah, let me do whatever I get to talk the most, so that way it feels normal. I thought we agreed that we were going to say that I not requested to do the news.
Yeah. Oh, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh.
This last news story is something that's actually real personal to me. Okay. My very close friend and a gentleman that worked for me for several years, and I brought into the manufacturer and brand side of the premium cigar business, Sean Hardiman, has left Forge. Sean resigned as national sales manager of Forge Cigar Company. Mm-hmm. I don't even need to read on this one. He was formerly a sales division manager for Scandinavian Tobacco Group at STG.
Right.
And those brands include Alec Bradley, Boulevard, Diesel, El Rey del Mundo, La Gloria Cubana. We know all those. And prior to that, he was with General Cigar Company as a sales manager for them and worked his way up through the ranks there. And in I think this was 2016 when he went to SCG.
Okay.
This is a cool one. In January 2nd of 2016, Sean Hardiman left LFD. He resigned to their vice president of sales, John Carney, who was me, and I congratulated him on his next step and for SCG, and he had a great career there. he worked at Cigar Masters in Rhode Island. That was where I met him. And he said he was a sales manager for me at La Flor Dominicana for 3 or 4 years. He did a phenomenal job. And as of right now, the sales managers for Forge are going to be reporting to Gene Richter, who's the longtime VP of sales. So Sean, great career in the cigar business. People always ask if they think they're coming back. I think Sean's not. I haven't talked to him about this. I've sent him a congratulations and on what's next. I think he's probably moved back to Rhode Island, and he's going to enjoy his family up there and do something locally in Rhode Island, but we'll see. But he did a great job in the business.
So did they fuel the growth by letting him go, or did he just say, I'm done?
I think most likely, and I said I have not spoken to him 100%. I haven't. I think he just moved on.
Yeah.
I think he moved on. I'd been talking to him over the years. This is some insider info. His mother had passed away in the last few years, and he's a very close family guy.
Right.
You wouldn't necessarily get that from him. His personality is real boisterous.
Right.
But he's very close to his family and his father and his dad, and he's very much Rhode Island. Mm-hmm. And I think he always kind of wanted to be home and be back with that. And I think he did in the last few years. And I think when he got there, it made him see like, hey, this is where I want my life to be. I want to be back up here. I want to settle down a little bit and see what's going on.
Does he have kids?
No, none. No. And he's probably in his mid to late 30s now. So I would say he's probably just take the next step of his life to stay, what's going on.
Start dropping loads?
Yep.
Making babies
and being home with his family,
yeah,
around his friends. So he had a good run, man. He was in the business for, over 10 years practically. Right. And he had a great run over there. Did a good job at Forged. So, my opinion, I think this is a totally I'm moving on type of a thing.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to say that he was fueled by the growth and they removed him. That's because that's what STG does after a while. You can just
you got decisions to make, right? You want to keep playing the game. It's a big company, right? And his direct report obviously was Gene Richter. Gene's been there forever. What happens when Gene finally decides to retire, right? He's probably not going to retire until he has to. He does a lot of golfing around the world. Yeah. I think that's one of the more challenging parts of his career is how to fit that in every day, right? So he's got a good job. So, Sean's probably, I'm not going to wait for this guy to retire. Right. If he does, do I want to do this or what does it make sense? And
maybe he doesn't like golf at all. So
he's not a golfer.
He's not a golfer.
Sean, massive golfer.
He's a massive golfer.
Oh, he's looking forward to the golf.
Great friend. Congratulations to Sean. Good luck on what's next.
So who do you think they have replace him?
Nobody.
You think the position never gets filled?
Nah, I think they got like regional people too. I think they slowly start having the general people manage them. Right. I don't think they absorb it because that allows them to have people. But why do you have to have multiple layers of management where ultimately at the end of the day you're managing something? I think John DeOliver does a lot of the back end.
That was where I was going.
Yeah, and I know John obviously really well too, and I think John does a lot of the back end work. Right. And he started to do a little more traveling, but really at the end of the day, you have people there to manage the business side of it, right? I don't think having, you don't need Sean to go out to an event to have it be more successful. You're just there, you're helping, right? And so I think John DeOliver is probably going to absorb, if he hadn't already, or was the one doing a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff, keep doing what he's doing, and then you just have the general reports. So from my understanding, John already had a lot of connection with a lot of the reps anyway. So that's what makes me think Sean, moved on. I don't think they'd eliminate the position. Right. Because they would have probably offered him something. Maybe they did, and he decided he didn't want it. Right. But I think it was mostly his decision.
Okay. All right. I think he kind of blew over our Facebook or social media.
Yeah, that was sort of in the middle.
Okay. Do you want me to mention it now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So one thing that we noticed on social media this week was our dear friend, Miguel Shadell of Crowned Heads, who had a tumor in the past, has had a resurgence of that tumor, and he's looking for treatments to kind of handle that. So our thoughts and our prayers go out to Miguel, and we hope that everything goes well and that it's a speedy recovery and that the tumor gets resolved.
I had no idea. Before he posted that from the history, right? I'm sure there's people that knew, and you don't talk about it all the time. But man, he's been through some stuff and
shingles. The guy's had shingles. Yeah.
Well, and it's vestibular stuff. He doesn't have a balance nerve, which is wild. And so, I mean, it's a lot going on. But what a great what a great positive post he made about it and
Yeah.
picture. And it just shows you, I always wondered, you know, you look at people, you don't necessarily know their whole story. He has a huge loyalty to the Crown Heads people, the
Yeah.
Ozingers, John and Mike there. And man, what a great pat on the back to those people, how well they've treated him. And I've had some other people that have worked for them that I know very, very well too. And they said, these guys are just great people. They're here to care about people. I don't think you see that as much nowadays where you have that type of confidence of, hey, my employer is going to be not just behind me, but 100% behind me because that's the right thing to do, other than being like, oh, my employer's going to be behind me because if they don't, they're going to get sued.
Right.
These people have been doing the right thing for generations, and that's why Miguel has that loyalty to them and, really, wish him the best on it. But he seems to have a good mindset. And I think one of the last things he said was, I'm still going to be out there. So in the meantime, when we're doing this, I'll see you at events until we figure this thing out. So
that's it.
Great guy. One of the really genuine people in the business. And
100%.
Just a nice person.
I couldn't agree more. Okay. And Half Wheel? Are we on to the ratings? What do you got next?
All right, what's the score here? So
okay.
All
right, so pause it.
Pause it. You don't read that.
Pause it. Palmer's going to come over and take the teleprompter away from you.
Cool. Do I get to pee?
We can pause real quick if you want.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go pee. Let's let it record.
I didn't realize the news was such a big part of this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You did a great job. I feel like I'm on PBD right now. You are. You're Patrick Bet David, buddy. Minus the $250 million.
Yeah, right. I'd have to run a freaking life insurance Ponzi scheme, though. No problem. I realized the teleprompter was at the wrong angle. Now that
Yeah.
I'm at the right angle, I can see everything.
You adjusted it.
Yep. All right, I'm back.
Okay.
I see why you guys do this. This is enjoyable.
It's fun. It is the most fun of all the things that we do, I would say, throughout the week. Because for one, we're beholden to no one. We get to say whatever we want. We have no ad space where we have to kind of bend the knee, or at least have that illusion where you bend the knee. And, we enjoy each other's company. So we get to kind of stop everything and talk about current events, and we have a good time doing it. So, and then we got to get back to reality, and as soon as this is done, then 2 days of consumption for me clipping and doing edits and stuff. Talking about squids on AI,
We should go over that on the Patreon.
We can.
Yeah, we can talk about it, and then we'll set up a private Patreon time. We'll do like a Patreon within a Patreon.
Okay.
It's like a dream within a dream from
Yeah,
Inception.
I love that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's perfect. Okay, ready, Palmer?
All right, you ready for what's the score? All
Yes.
right, John, you familiar with the game?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So he's
right.
going to give out 3 or 4 different clues, and as we kind of go, he's going to start with the title and who reviewed it on Half Wheel, and we're going to give a review number.
So I'm gonna guess who reviewed it.
No. I'm going to
he's-
tell you that.
He's going to tell you who did it, but you're going to guess the number
I'm very familiar with the game, 100%. But we can change the number as it goes along. Right?
as the
Yes.
as the things unfold. We get to move.
Very
As you
much
get
familiar
more
with the game.
clues.
Let's do this. I'm in.
Now you are our guest, so you will be able to go first on every single portion of the round.
I'm co-host.
Yes, you are guest co-host.
Guest
Yes.
co-host.
Guest
Yes,
co-host. Yes. Make that clear.
All right, first cigar. It's a Warfighter Night Shift by Patrick. Now, this is a redo review. Was originally done in 2024. So for some reason, they redid the review a second time.
The Warfighter
Warfighter
which
Night
one?
Shift.
Night Shift? Redux, right?
Yes.
by Patrick. Ooh, this is going to be tough.
I'm going 87
Ooh,
right now.
great number. Fuck. I'm a clock 86.
All right, here's the details about the cigar. Country of origin is Nicaragua. Factory is Tabacalera Carreras. Wrapper, Ecuadorian Habano Oscuro.
Oscuro.
And Honduras Candela.
So the barber pole. Okay.
Binders, Indonesian. Filler, Nicaragua. Length, 6 inches. Ring gauge, 50. It is a round cigar. MSRP is $10.50. It was released in July of 2024. They only smoked one cigar for the Redux.
Ooh, one cigar smoked for the Redux.
82.
82.
Ooh, he's so fast.
It moves down to 82. I'm going to stick 86. Nothing is different for me. Ecuadorian Habano Oscuro is usually a good wrapper. Candela is probably going to botch that. And then Indonesia binder means nothing as far as this particular company. So, all right, 86.
All right, clue number 1. While still in the cellophane, and admittedly without all my office lights turned on, I don't see the Candela strip on the Warfighter Night Shift.
Okay.
81.
81. Damn, these are going super low. I'm going to move to 85.
All right, clue number 2. I was expecting a bit more of that in the first puffs, but instead, I am greeted with a light Habano flavor formed by some mellow firewood and black pepper.
I'm moving back to 83.
It's boring, but there is flavor.
You use the word greeted. That tends to be a pleasant thing.
Okay. I'm going to stick 85.
All right, 82, 85, is that where we're at?
83, I'm
83,
back at.
sorry.
I'm back at 83.
All right, 83, okay. Construction is essentially perfect as I didn't have to touch up the cigar and I don't have any spots where it fell short.
Well, that doesn't mean anything with half wheel.
Yeah.
So I'm sticking with 83.
I think that it has a difference. I think I'm going to go 86.
All right, here are the final thoughts. Now, this is a very one-sided final thought.
Okay.
I had high praise for the Warfighter Night Shift when it came out, and a year later, that remains the case.
Uh-oh.
As I said a year ago, there is rarely, if ever, a point where any puff is not enjoyable. The Habano profile is present, but not formulaic, and the blend does a great job keeping the flavor evolving so that no one expression settles in for too long. The construction is also fantastic and as good as I've had from a cigar lately. After a year of rest, the Warfighter Night Shift continues to get my praise and recommendation.
Wow. See, I've seen stuff before, though, where they say things like that, and it's perfect, and it's like 82.
Yeah.
And then there's a cigar that's like, hey, there had this problem, had this, and it's a 91 because it said Padron on it or something.
Yep.
Or Davidoff is usually what it says. Man, I'm going to go way back up now. Let's go 88.
I'm going to go 90.
90.
Yeah.
94.
94!
Wow.
Incredible.
That's going to be top 25 top cigar of the year for those guys.
That was 2024, right?
Was it on that list?
No,
then?
this is the new one.
This is the new one.
They originally did it in 24. This is the second
Redux.
time. The Redux.
What did you said 890, huh?
Yeah.
So he got the closest, so he got half a point.
So I got a half a point.
That's going to be one of the highest rated cigars ever on Half Wheel.
Yeah, 95 is the
95
highest.
is the highest I've ever done.
This is the second highest rated cigar ever.
It's the
in theory.
Warfighter.
Wow. The guys at Warfighter are great guys.
Yeah, they're
made
super
by
nice.
Esteban Carreras. Interesting. Yeah, 94. Hey, great for them, man. Congratulations. Great dudes. And
That's super impressive.
that's 94 is a monster.
I got to try that cigar.
Yeah, now
Yeah.
we got to get those.
Yeah.
Yeah, 94.
I wonder if I can get him from Esteban Carreras.
Tell them that
From
you'd like
Nick, maybe
take
from
the
Nick.
blend. Tell them you'd like this certain blend. You want
Right.
to do a special cigar.
What I'm thinking is Ecuadorian Habano Oscuro Candela barber pole with Indonesian binder and Nika fillers.
Oh, what a great idea.
94, man. That's an incredible. That's a must smoke cigar then.
Yes, but now it's a Patrick 94. It's not a Charlie 94. A Charlie 94 means the cigar is absolutely perfect, right? So, all right.
He said every puff was enjoyable, so
Yeah.
we got to. I honestly got to get my hands on that.
Yeah, got to try it.
Yep. Warfighter. What's it called again?
Palmer?
I got to go back to the beginning.
Okay.
The
We lost
Warfight Night Stalker. I
The
think.
night,
Yeah.
Night Stalker.
All right. Awesome. Wow.
Warfighter Night Shift.
Night
Night
shift.
Shift. Okay.
All right, hold on. I gotta
Or
go
Night
back.
Stalker. you know.
Night Stalker,
she said Night Stalker,
that might have
they
been a
would know.
Freudian slip
Yeah. Ooh.
on my end. I might have said something I shouldn't have.
That could. Oh boy.
All right, ready for the next cigar?
Guess we know what the blend's going to be.
This is the one chosen for our special co-host today.
Aha.
It's a La Flor Dominicana TAA 2012 Airbender Maduro Torpedo.
Okay. Now you should have a leg up on this.
Was this review was done when?
2012.
The review was done then?
Yep. The TAA Airbender Maduro
Yes, Torpedo.
Torpedo by LFD. Have you heard of LFD?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brazilian rapper had that one. Had a Brazilian rapper.
Who was it reviewed by?
It doesn't say. Maybe it did say. This is one of the older ones.
Okay.
I tried to get out of the stogie.
Check the grammar. Is the grammar appropriate?
Yes, it appears to be English.
Probably Patrick. 91.
I'm going to say 90.
All right. Country of origin, Dominican Republic.
Right.
Factory, Tabacalera La Flora SA. Wrapper, Brazilian Habano.
Well, you got that.
Binder, Dominican Republic. Filler, Dominican Republic and Nicaragua. Size, a 6 1/4. Ring gauge, 54. It's a torpedo. Sells for $10 back in 2012. Number of cigars smoked for the review, 2.
Ooh, only 2. Okay.
TAA, it's hard to get.
I'm still sticking with 91.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with 90.
All right, the LFD TAA creation is extremely striking to look at with a dark brown and black wrapper that looks like it was dipped in oil.
Okay.
I've read this review 100 times. It was either an 89 or 91 in my opinion. I think I could be wrong, but I'm sticking with 91. This was one of the cigars that Tony and I had always talked about, like
Right.
that had a lot of attention behind it.
Yeah.
The Airbender Maduro Torpedo, that and the double press Maduro that we did for that. So it was always those two that we talked about. So
Right.
they were. There's reasons why I'm sticking with 91.
Okay. Damn. All right, well, I'm going to roll 90.
All right, I'm getting just a bit of black pepper on the retrohale, but not in the mouth or on the lips.
So where does the pepper come from then?
Black pepper on the
Yeah, I
retro.
know,
Getting
I
pepper on the retrohale, so in the nose?
It must be in the
Yeah,
nose,
just
I
on
guess.
the retro.
It could be an 87 that it got to. 87, 89, or 91. I'm going to stick with 91 because if I switch now and it was like an 89 or something, or
Yeah.
it was a 91, I switched right. I'm going to go 91 still.
Okay.
This might have been rated in their top list at the end of the year at one point in time,
At
too.
2012. Let's see, what was I doing? I wasn't paying attention.
They were also rating much higher back then. They in like 2015, I think, or 16, they got much more not just transparent with the scores, but they like rolled out a system.
Right.
So if somebody talks shit about their score, that's why What's the Score is great for this, because they got a real system.
Right.
So yeah, 91, I'm sticking with it.
Okay, so it's black pepper, but it's undertones of it. So it's not overbearing, but it's notable. I think I got to stick 90. Give me some bad news so I can adjust.
Construction remains excellent until the end of the smoke.
That doesn't mean much. Do I ride with the 91 or go with the 89? Let's go 89.
Oh, fuck. I was going to move to 89. Okay, I guess I'm going to stay at 90 for the time being.
All right, final thoughts. While I enjoyed the dark, heavy, and slightly sweet profile of the La Flor Dominicana TAA 2012 Airbender Maduro Torpedo, the lack of complexity in the blend really took my enthusiasm down a notch. Having said that, overall construction was wonderful. For the most part, there was quite a bit of smoke production, and unlike most of Lido sticks, the strength was not overwhelming at all and actually worked in harmony with the blend. The profile is right down my alley, but honestly, I would rather pay more to get one of the small batch number 4 or the new small batch number 4 Oscuro.
Small batch was amazing.
83.
I'm going to move to 88.
I kind of remember being offended when the score came out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go 83.
Okay.
83.
Wow. Dropped it on you. 100% perfect
I may or may not have known. I might have been gaming you.
Oh, I like that. A little
The more you
challenge.
read stuff, I didn't know the exact score. I knew kind of some things. I know scores they'd given.
Right.
The more you read things, the more it went into my head of me reading it and thinking.
Yeah.
And then, so 83, I nailed it.
Pulled the 83. That's a low score.
Got to give him credit. I tried to go back far enough before he was there.
Yeah.
I was there in 2012.
Nicely done.
It had to be in the beginning, though.
Nicely done.
It was my second year.
We gave you a leg up on that one. So if
Yeah.
I'd have beat you on that.
Oh, yeah. If I'm going to
You
win
know.
something, I got to win what I did
Yeah.
for 15 years. I
Yeah.
should be getting that, right?
Absolutely.
There you go, LFD.
Bam.
Boom.
Bam.
I knew
83.
it. I knew that thing, that score in my head, I think that probably made me angry for 10 years.
That is a low score.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
83?
Yeah, I was a little insulted by it
Yeah.
at the time. I'm not no longer insulted by
Right,
it, but it's still
yeah.
in my brain. But yeah, 83, nailed it. Boom.
Nice. Okay. Anything else, Palmer?
You got a listener of the week, Michael?
Yeah.
Who's listener of the week?
Miguel Shadell.
Oh, excellent, Miguel Chanel.
In honor of his current triumphs. Because he's going to go through this. He's going to beat it. And we all believe in him. So.
All right, shop of the week. Old Time Cigars, Castleberry and Claremont. At Claremont, I'll be doing a cut and light on August 13th
Excellent.
from 11 to 3.
Yes. Our local friends. Old times.
So the cutting light's going on this weekend.
Yes.
With? What are they cutting and lighting?
Postania.
Oh, Vistania.
Yeah.
Oh, phenomenal. I
Yeah.
thought it was just a random cutting
No,
light. we were
it's-
talking about.
it's a cut and light
Vistania.
for us.
Which, so you're doing the Castleberry store?
He's
No,
doing
that's
Claremont.
in August. August 13th.
Oh, August 13th.
Not,
Yeah, but
not
are
this
you?
weekend.
Oh, not this weekend.
Not this
All right.
weekend.
But you're doing the Castleberry store?
Yes.
Yeah.
No. The
He's
Claremont.
doing Claremont.
Oh,
Claremont.
excellent. Excellent.
Claremont.
They got 3 locations, right?
2.
2?
They sold the third one.
They did it. Where was the third one?
It was out towards Leesburg.
Leesburg. Yeah, yeah. Man, they're doing a good. They've. I mean, a staple here in Central Florida, right?
Their social media posts have skyrocketed.
Jonathan's doing a great job,
Fantastic.
and his dad's hilarious.
Yes.
And the dad joke segments are epic.
Absolutely.
And I don't know why, but it seems like this just kind of happened in the last like 8 months to a year, and Jonathan's really just like really. He's always been involved in the business, but it seems like he's just heavily more involved in renovating
Yeah, it does.
the
It
stores.
seems like he has stepped up
It
more.
seems like his dad is passing the reins.
Yeah, and it seems probably like they probably sat down and made a decision. It was like, this is 100% what I want to do now. And,
Right.
and his dad's at the point where this is what I want. I also want to 100% have you do more of this.
Right.
And it was usually when things happen like that, you see big changes. I remember at LFD when Tony had committed to moving to the Dominican Republic, the factory expansion hit like
Right.
instantly. And it would turned into this beautiful oasis of a cigar factory. And it's, Lido started investing more and more because when you know the next generation's involved, you go into the bank account and try to make it as best as you can for them.
Right.
And they really already had great cigar selection. I mean, they
Right.
got probably the second largest cigar selection in Central Florida. And it's a lot of cigars, man.
Yep.
And doing great, man. So yeah, Old Times, congratulations on that. That'll be great. And
Yep.
I'm sure there'll be some great dad jokes told.
Yep. Do you have any cutting lights or any events coming up that you want to plug?
Endless. I got tons of stuff, man. I got July 31st, Bentley Cigars and Hoot and Young Whiskey at Red Phone Booth in Miami.
Okay.
I've got Winter Park, Florida, The Good Pour.
Okay.
I've got their grand opening at their new location. It's a liquor store chain that gives money back to the community. They are doing a grand opening, so that's on August 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. We'll be there with Hoot and Young Whiskey. And then August 21st, we've got a Hoot and Young Bourbon, Bottle and Bond Bourbon launch at Cigars on the Avenue, of
Nice.
course, my home away from home because it's right next to my house.
Yes.
And so that's going on the 21st. We'll have our whiskey smuggler truck there and all the whiskey, all the bourbon, all the cigars. Norm Hooten will be down for that, so that'll be fun. And Bentley events, I've got, man, I think I'm done with Bentley in August. I don't have much going on because I kind of did a tour around Central Florida.
Right.
The reason why I'm focused in Central Florida here for the next few months is that my son's due
Right.
in the next few weeks. And it kind of worked out well with Hoot and Young. They launched their bourbon the first week of July, born on the 1st of July, 4th of July. and there's just a big push. So all of these things I'm doing are within a half a mile of my house, and it just worked out like it was supposed to.
That's fantastic.
So yeah, so that was great. So yeah, I got a lot going on. There'll be a lot of Hoot and Young whiskey stuff, and then Hoot and Young cigars, and then you'll start to ramp up Bentley in September. I got a ton of stuff in September. I'm going to Germany. I've got 3 events. We've got the 2 guys, the number 2 podcast, right?
Yep.
Number 2.
Number 2, we got their 40th anniversary in September. So I've got like six Bentley things in September. So September will be very heavy Bentley and also heavy Hoot and Young. So we're kind of getting a rhythm, but this month of August is focused just central to my house, which is great.
All right, Palmer, anything else to add?
Next week, we are interviewing Sean Mobley from Cigar TV.
We are. And we are going to release our Jeremiah Meerfeld interview.
Oh, that's right. We didn't talk about that because we talked about it on the show yesterday.
Right.
We didn't do, right.
We did a really good interview with Jeremiah Meerfeld, and that'll be coming up later on this week as well. So.
You got a name, Michael? We need one more name.
Yes. Thank God for Palmer. You know? Tara DeRico.
Oh.
Congratulations, Tara.
Congratulations, Tara.
Yes. All right.
What did she win?
I can't tell you.
Oh, they find out.
That's part of the thing. They had to know beforehand.
It's part of this. I have this whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah. You have to be part of the Postania Mafia in the Facebook groups.
I've got to be a little more active. Then.
Everything's kind of linked. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, congratulations, Tara.
Yep.
Miguel Chadell, the listener of the week.
Yep.
What was our other name that we had before?
I'm not going to say. We already said it before.
We already said it before.
Yeah, they got to find it.
Oh, in the show.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But you know what? Congratulations to you for sitting in. Thank you so much for sitting in.
It's a pleasure.
You were a fantastic co-host.
You did a great job.
You did a great job reading the news.
Thank you.
You know, Palmer, you might be out of a job here. What do you think?
Come back anytime.
Come back anytime.
I'd be happy. I got a lot of availability over the next month or so.
Yeah.
I know it's going to be crazy with the kid, but I don't mind coming back. I
got
appreciate the invite.
Honey, I gotta go. I gotta do this podcast.
Gotta do the podcast.
I gotta go.
I've dreamed about this for my entire life. I was a co-host on another show. We didn't prepare this well.
Yes.
And it was nice to be here. Now, you guys do a great job, and it was phenomenal, and I'll always be happy to read the news. Whatever allows me to keep talking, I'm good.
There you go.
No, thanks for everything, and the listeners. It was great, and glad to be part of the team.
Yep. Thanks, guys. And listen to the next couple of shows. Take care. Bye.
Welcome to the Cigar Hustler Podcast, the show brought to you commercial-free.
But a massive shout out to our amazing patrons on the Patreon.
Thanks to your unwavering support, we're able to do unfiltered, unbiased opinions. All things cigars, personalities in the cigar world.
Your backing makes it possible for us to keep it real.
Our listeners, cheers to you.
If you would like to become a Patreon member, go to www.patreon.com and search the Cigar Hustler Podcast. That one up.